Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Daltonians TFs coming at you with another Transformers Siege review, and that is going to be the WFC S-28 Jetfire, or as most of us will refer to him as, Skyfire. So just taking a quick look at the box here, very nicely done. You got the arc right there, and this kind of is an alternate perspective of what we're going to be getting with Omega Supreme. His, I believe, is, from his perspective, or, someone else down here looking up at Omega, and you see Jetfire here in the background. So it's very nice. You also get some Seekers just kind of flying around right here. So, again, very nicely done. Showing off, Jetfire with the combat system. And your standard Siege logo. Now, this packaging does kind of get me into a little bit of controversy that's just come up over the past, couple days. And that is the fact, well, it's something to discuss later. Just know that Hasbro is wanting to cut plastic from their packaging, and I'm fine with that. So, bringing in the big guy himself. He is a Commander class, which is a new scale they came up with just for him, as far as we know. Get my lighting figured out here. And let's see, I'm gonna have to bring this way up here. So, just a quick look at him. Very nicely done. He's got a lot of molded in detail, just a lot of, panel lines and just a lot of greebling all throughout, which looks really good. I mean, it's a mix of cartoon and stylized details, which makes me personally very happy. So, one other quick little thing I want to point out is he does have this kind of, I don't know what to refer to it as, kind of like pre-yellowing paint, just kind of fading down in a gradient. You got it down here on the legs again. It's very hard to see on camera, but in person it's a lot more, I wouldn't say a lot more noticeable, but you can definitely see it easier. For articulation, his head is on a swivel and a hinge. Shoulders are on a heavy ratchet forward and back, and one of those kind of fake ratchets out to the side, which does get a little cut up here. You get bicep rotation, and you get a double jointed elbow, which gets you to about there, which is really all you'll need for this guy. Wrist rotates. You can open up the hands, but we'll get to that here in a minute. He does have a little bit of waist rotation. So all you'll really need out of this guy. Hips. Again, a very heavy ratchet and a swivel outward. Get full hip rotation, and you get a 90 degrees at the knee. I thought it was more. And you get ankle tilt, and foot can go up and down. You can adjust it just for different angles. And right out of the box, these are tabbed in. It is a very secure tab. Just listen. So yeah, kind of scary to move, but in the end, it all works. So real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at what all of his weapons are called. Then we'll look at all the other features this guy has. Opening up his very large instruction manual. Okay, so first things first, let's get him out of here. We've got the Sky Shield aerial armor, which opens up and reveals the Sky Shield battle mask. Go ahead and close that up. You've got the SFM2 radiograph booster, the JF15 HP Jet Boost Particle Beam Cannon, and let's see what else we got here. we got the H5 proto missile. And for his large rifle here, you got the JF-25 H5 proton missile sky launcher. And then for his backpack, they call this the Turbo Thruster Booster Pack. So, yeah. And putting this guy... Well, let's go over one more key feature. As you know from the show, or from G1, if you don't, he starts off as a Decepticon. So let's go ahead and flip that around here. So you have him start as a Decepticon and then find out that they really aren't what they're hyping themselves up to be, at least to him. And he switches sides and sacrifices himself. So you got that. You also get these fire or blast effects you can plug into the thruster here. You kind of have them whooshing around. And these split into multiple pieces just like the regular ones. So if you want, you can have him firing at you. So you got that. The gun just sits a little loose here, so there we go. If I can get him into a better pose, I will, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and take this out of here. And real quick, look at one little feature he's got in his hands. So you see this little peg hole here? Once you open up the hand, it folds right in. So, nice to see that. Let's go ahead and get them all armed up here. So first thing you'll need to do is open up these little side pieces. And that is where you're going to slide this on. You got these slots right here. And let's see, what else do we got? Trying to see. Got this little hole here for that peg. But it's mostly just going to be holding on by these or these tabs. So that just slides right onto there. Like that. Okay, come on. There we go. And this just slides onto here, which is interesting about this. He's got a little spring-loaded section here on his forehead, just for that little square in there. So we'll just slide that on. Give him his little booster shield blaster things. Then we'll take these ones and we'll plug that hole right under that tab. Just like come on. Just like that. And then the same over on this side. Then for these ones, just get this on. Okay, I have a little bit of difficulty here. There we go. So just pull up this little 5mm port here. I find it easier to bring up that. There we go. That just plugs onto here. Do the same thing on the other side. Come on. wasting more time. There we go. Then the final thing, split the rifle down the middle. And you got this little section here, so just fold up that. And you got one rifle here, which really reminds me of the shotguns from Halo. So just plug that into there. And then let's go ahead and put these blast effects all over him. Starting with these ones here on the blasters. Put these ones here. And then we'll just put these on the back here. So there we go. There we got Jetfire fully armed up, sort of like his old Macross self. And there we go. So that's pretty much it for robot mode. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff off of him real quick. Alright, and so getting this guy into jet mode, I'm going to try to make this quick here. It is fairly simple. You just want to fold these heels in along with the front of the feet, or the top of the feet, whatever. Open up the hands here, bring out this section, bring that all in, close it up, open, open, close, just straighten all this out. Actually, from here, you want to bring this section in. Like that. Same thing over here. Alright, so open up the wings. Just like that. And let's see here. Trying to get this to where you guys can see it. Open up these sections here. Now what's interesting is he's got this little trap door back here that's spring loaded. Once you bring up the whole nose cone, and what I like to do is rotate the head around so it's not super obvious. And just bring this all out like that. And here you'll rotate this section down. Same thing over here, just bring it down. Bring up this nose and just have that in. Okay, don't know what's going on here. There we go. We'll just bring these sections back. Actually, before we do that, go ahead and rotate this all in. And fold this section all the way up, I want to say. I'm probably doing something wrong here. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you just want to have that all folded up. Just have this section folded up and in like that. And just make sure everything's collapsed up into that forearm. And peg that in down here. Just like that. Bring this whole section back. And there's a tab right here. There's a little slot down there. thing on this side. Just tab that all in. Alright, then from here, you want to bring up this whole backpack section, which does reveal a pair of cockpits or a pair of seats for Titan Masters. So we got little Nightbeat and Brawn in there. Go ahead and close that back up. And here, we'll go ahead and open up the legs. And it's on a double hinge. You just want to plug that peg into that hole. So just like that. And bring this all up and around. And that peg will go into that hole, completing the thruster. Do the same thing on this side. Up and around, tab it in. Plug this all into here. And plug it into the hole. Bring up these fins. Bring out this back section and rotate this out. Bring the whole wing assembly back. And in case you missed it on this side, straighten this all out. Bring this out. And fold out the rest of the wing. Bring that all back. There we have Jetfire, or Skyfire, in his super G1 accurate jet mode. Also bring out some landing gear here at the front and at the back here from the knees. There we go. And bringing down camera. There we go. There he is in jet mode. Now there is one other little feature. You can open this up. And that. We got the little braid module right here, which you can just take right out. It is a little, does require a little bit of doing. Helps if you turn them upside down here. There we go. Just pop that out, and you got a spot for a Titan Master. So we'll just put little Ultra Magnus in there. And close that up. And there you go. So you got that. Get that out of there. It does have a little 5mm port on it, so I don't know what that's about. I'll just go ahead and put that back in there. And close this all up. And bringing in his former best bud. I do have the Siege one, obviously, but this is how they showed the flashback in the cartoon, that Starscream still had his, you know, F-15 mode 4 million years in the past. So, that side, and going ahead and looking at the weapons again. We can put this all into one big accessory pack. Just open this all up. Plug that into there. Close it. And with these, do the same thing as we had for the combined gun mode. Just have that one peg flipped out, plug them together, and this will sit right in here. You've got these two tabs here and these two tabs there. We'll plug right on to here. And from here we'll take these ones and plug them in. There's a slot there, a hole there, and a slot there. There's a tab here, peg here, and slot there. So this will just all secure into place right about there. Do the same thing on this other side. Have that just tab into there. Then for these, you just want to plug the big one onto the little one like that. Same thing on this one. And then these little tabs here that look like little wings, plug right into there. And same on this side. So there you've got the whole weapons pack put together, and you can just plug it in right on top, just like that. So bringing this up, there we go. And we'll put these together. Up there. And again, same thing here. And there we go. So one last little feature before we go on to the final thoughts and close out this video, because it's already over 20 minutes. Go ahead and push these down, pull them out. Got a couple of handles, and same thing up here. So you can add some characters like Brawn and Windcharger here. So just go ahead and plug that onto there, like that. Same thing with Windcharger. And just kind of plug them on, and you can have them bringing in troops, kind of like a drop ship. So, nice little feature that they've added to this. But that being said, let's go ahead and get this guy into robot mode and go over some final thoughts and end this video. Alright, so getting on to final thoughts, I really love this guy. I mean, this is the first time we've gotten a really accurate take on Skyfire, Jetfire, whatever you want to call him. He's Skyfire through and through in the official capacity. I know there's, you know, the Fans Toys Phoenix that everyone loves. There's the terrible Daka Toys Kronos, and then there's the Mech something, or I can't remember. That everyone likes to call it Derpfire, but this one, hands down, is my favorite, because I'm more of a Generations or Chug collector as opposed to, you know, Masterpiece. So, yeah, this was definitely the top pick for Jetfire in my collection. And just for a little touch, there he is with his former best buddy, or, you know, since this is still on Cybertron, you know, they're still buddies. Starscream. So yeah, you can definitely see the size of this guy. And just bringing in some more, we got the Leader Class, Ultra Magnus. We've got a Deluxe Class here with the G2 Sideswipe, a former Leader Class with Nemesis Prime, and someone who compares more, you know, size-wise. Here we've got Computron, the Hasbro version. Obviously, it's way uglier. So, yeah, I mean, he is definitely the size of a combiner. And with the other Siege toys, I think he fits right in with the scale that they're going for, even with the combiners, because now the combiners feel a little bit more in scale with the rest of the Siege figures. So, that being said, if you haven't gotten Jetfire already, keep an eye out on Amazon. I think he's starting to pop up at some Walmarts, but he's been in and out of stock on Amazon for the past couple of months. So if you find him and you're wanting him, pick him up. He's $80, which is well worth it for the size and amount of features that this guy has. And, you know, for him being the most accurate version of Skyfire you're going to get, highly worth it. So let's go ahead and end this video here because it is going on 24 minutes now. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the links down in the description. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G1 Hexatron for Cybercasts, Primal Sabbath for Stasis Lock, Bricks on the Dollar, all queued up, Deluxe Baldwin for our Hail Hasbro reviews, and Angry Mike for the Angry Mike show, and as well as just another G.I. Joe show and Galactic Gumbo. So, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.